Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I love Maranta plants. Who doesn't love prayer plants, right? Not only because they move, they interact with you between night and day, but also because their leaves are incredible. They are some of the most artistic looking leaves in the plant kingdom. They are some of the easiest plants to grow if you kind of know what you need to do. And also they're pretty easy to propagate. And I just wanted to show you something because Marantas are, this is a Maranta lemon lime. They're known for being, pretty fast growers. I wouldn't say they're Tradescantia fast, but they're pretty fast. What I did was I like to take cuttings of plants that I get from suppliers or nurseries, and I take cuttings immediately. I take my leaf insurance and I propagate them in water. So first of all, I want to show you, these are a bunch of cuttings that I've had in water. Look at the roots. We've got beautiful, beautiful roots. Okay, lots of them. And again, as usual, if you've been watching my videos, you know I do leave a little bit of an air gap. So some of the roots can get some oxygen and the rest of the roots grow into the water. And I do give this nutrient solution. And this has been growing like crazy. This is a new leaf since it was put into water. This is also a new leaf. This is a new leaf about to unroll. A leaf about to unroll here. Another new leaf. It just, once it establishes itself in water, it just goes nuts. Look at this leaf. This is beautiful. It's perfect. And here's a new leaf right there that just unfolded. Look at that. Beautiful. And interestingly enough, I use tap water for these plants. And the older leaves that were part of the cutting, you could see they had the typical tip drying off, because that's what Marantas and prayer plants, also Calathea, Tenanthes, all of those, they tend to do that. Especially, people always say when you use tap water. Well, I have something to tell you. The mother plant that's in a pot, in soil, has a lot more of these leaves, these dried tips to the leaves, let's put it that way, than the plants that I am water propagating. The newer leaves don't have that issue. The color is vibrant, the leaves are nice and supple, and this is an old leaf. And the new leaves do not have that issue. The smaller leaves are the newer leaves, you can see. Look at this. The leaves are perfect. They are perfect. So I don't know if this really is an issue with the water quality or if it's an issue with that soil drying out too quickly. People say it's the water, it's the minerals, or the chemicals in the water. That's fine. But all I know is that since I've been water propagating these guys, the leaves are perfect. They're beautiful. The colors are gorgeous, and they just keep throwing out new leaves over and over and over again. Of course, they kind of paused for a minute when I first cut them and put them in water because they had to grow roots. There were absolutely no roots on these cuttings when I put them in. But once they started to grow roots, let's look at these roots. Same thing. Look at how beautiful these are. Once they started growing roots, the leaves went nuts. They just started going crazy. So obviously, like a lot of my other plants, these are staying in water. I am not planting these and potting them up in soil. I don't like doing that here. I have myself, I'm just speaking from my own experience, I have better luck with most of my plants, not all, but most of my plants growing in water culture, hydroculture, hydroponics, whatever you want to call it. I really just have an easier time. I don't have to stress out so much. As you can see, I mean, these are just a couple of them, but a lot of my plants are growing in this way. And I recently just, so beautiful. I recently just transferred, earlier today actually, I transferred some more of my Calathea that were in soil and they needed to be watered, so they were kind of fainting on me. So I removed all the soil and washed them off really, really good. It took me a while because when you're running those roots, after you've removed most of the soil, when you're running them under the sink, let's say under the water, it takes a little while for that caked on soil to loosen up. But once it did, I just, left a little bit of an air pocket at the top, like this kind of situation, because those roots on the calathea that I just transferred already had a good root system. But these guys, they were just cuttings. I just want to see if I can see any other. Oh yeah, there's one there, a new leaf stick, one there, one there. This is just doing so well. So this is not even getting that bright of light. It is about, let's see, 6 feet away from a south-facing window, so the sunlight doesn't come anywhere near the plants, but obviously it's enough light that the plants are doing just fine, and the water culture gives them enough humidity, I guess. I mean, I'm just assuming because maybe I'm completely off, but I like to keep the older leaves on so I can compare. Even the colors on the old leaf, look at that color. It's kind of faded, right? This isn't a really old leaf. It's just an older leaf that was on the mother plant. The new leaves, look at those colors. They're just incredible. And no sign of damage in any way. So anyway, I love water culture. I do. Sorry. For anybody that's very anti-water culture, my apologies, but my plants are thriving so well in water culture. If you have any questions about water culture in general for houseplants, for calathea, for Maranta, for philodendron, any type of houseplant, just reach out. If you have any questions on propagating Maranta in particular in water, and you want to have a similar reaction or result with your Maranta in water culture, or at least in water propagation, again, let's discuss. I love talking about this stuff. And I found a little shortcut. I found a little trick in getting, well, let's say I found a way I've been experimenting with, I haven't mentioned to anybody yet, to help with that water issue. I haven't been doing it with these guys and they've been fine, but some of the calathea that are very sensitive, I have a little trick that I've been testing out and it seems to be working great. Soon I will share that with you guys, but for now, just using plain tap water, these are the results. So if you have any questions about that, just reach out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified, and I will see you in the next video.